set your mat up. So you're going to grab your block, put it on your mat. Okay, then you're going to grab your bolster and you're going to slip it so that the block is on the top half of the bolster and you've got a nice angle that you're created. So I always set my block up and my slow-mo ball here to check in to see if I need it. And then you're gonna just scoot your pelvis as close as you can to the bolster, tuck your chin towards your throat and roll down. You wanna make sure that your head is on the bolster. So if you need to, you're gonna slide down. And then you're gonna check in, is this too much of a extension for the lower back? If it is, you're gonna root your feet, lift your pelvis up and slide that chip bone block underneath there. Okay. For me, the chip foam block doesn't feel good, but I always like to show it because I know for a lot of you it feels good. Okay, and then you're going to take your inflated slow-mo ball and pop it in between the inner thighs, just to keep awareness of the lower body as we focus on the upper body. Palms facing up, arms a little bit away from the torso. Okay, create some space, move some props out of the way. Take a few breaths. Just let your heart open. You might even feel the back of the fingernails reaching towards the mat if that feels good, or the floor. Holding that for a breath or two and then just softening. Feeling this open heart. You might feel the prana, the inhalation being a little bit more prominent. Allow yourself to be heavy on the exhale. We're going to flow through the arm sequence, going through each move consecutively. So I just want to take this time at the start just to notice, how do I feel right now? The heaviness, the open heart. Sometimes when the weather is nice, we're in our gardens or we're leaning forward on a bike or we're doing a little bit more activity, which closes the heart a little bit. And the fascia gets a little bit tighter through the front of the chest. And so this opening here just allows us to feel a little bit more spacious through breath, through heart, through body, through mind. And we're going to start with the first move, which is called cobra hood. So as the arms come up, palms touch, elbows bend. So the forearms and the palm of the hands are directly over the body. So if you can't see me directly, you can always look around. And you want to keep the back ribs, those lower back ribs, and feeling a little bit more pressure into the bolster. They're going to want to fly away, and the rib cage is going to want to kind of flare up, but I want you to try to keep a connection there. When you're ready, you're going to press the feet into the floor, squeeze the ball, allow the arms to extend overhead. Inner elbows are going to come towards one another. Fingers are going to point to the wall behind you. Ribs are going to gather. So you might do an SH breath. And then inhale as your hands come back above your heart. Your palms of your hands will open. Your elbows will flare open. And as you exhale and your arms extend overhead, your palms of your hands touch. Your inner elbows gather. Your ribs gather. SH breath. Inhale, hands come back over heart. They widen. Elbows widen. Exhale, squeeze the ball if you wish. Arms extend overhead, inner elbows gather, ribs gather. This is helping to nourish as you go back and forth our diaphragm muscle, the sides of the waist, all of our muscles in between the ribs. Sometimes we get a little fascial adhesion that inhibits that easeful movement of our diaphragm or the side ribs. Okay, we're going to do one or two more. See if you can feel the slide and the recoil. So when you're overhead, you're sliding. You might feel the sides of the fascia and the skin kind of sliding up, your shoulder blades sliding up to the ears. And then as your hands come back to your heart, you can feel the shoulder blades slide down your back, the skin recoil back. One more. And when the hands come back to the heart, we're going to go right into chopping wood. So as the arms extend up towards the ceiling, palms of the hands open, thumb and all the pads of the fingers gently leaning into each other, elbows bend a tiny bit. Now this is chopping wood, so arms come down to the legs. They come up to point towards the ceiling and a little bit overhead. So you might feel, inhalation, arms come up, exhalation down towards the legs, inhalation up, maybe an exhale overhead, SH breath. Keep those ribs gathering down and leaning into the bolster. Notice your feet root gently into the floor, squeezing the ball ever so slightly. Good. This is nourishing and rehydrating the thoracic spines. We have 12 vertebrae that flow through the shoulder blades and that rib cage area below the shoulder blades, just above the lower back. Nice. You can pause at any time. Just gonna do 2 or 3 more. And in the minute your hands come back towards the heart, pause. You're gonna turn your arms in the palm of the hands so they face your legs. Touch the pad of the index and the pad of the thumb. Wiggle the middle of the ring and the pinky finger. Let them lean into each other. Soft leaning of index and thumb. Bend the elbows. So heavy elbows here. You're going to bring the index and the thumb towards one another. They don't need to touch. And you're going to open the arms out to the side. Try not to go too far. You don't need to touch the floor. You can feel that tugging across the chest. And then the index and the thumb, the arms come back together. So you can close your eyes here and just keep your head in the center. Some of you I know like to release your neck. So when your arms open, your head turns to the right. As your arms come back together, head and center. Arms open, head turns to the left. Arms back together, head into center. Eyes can still close here. See if you can reach out the middle, the ring, the pinky finger a tiny bit. And feel your shoulder blades lean back into the bolster. You might even feel the thighs gently squeeze the ball, the block. Nourishing the front of the chest, the fascia, through the heart, sternum, the pec muscles, the neck. All right, so even it out. And then when you're ready, you're going to release the hand gesture, wiggle the fingers, and then your whole arm, your palms are going to turn to face one another, and then they're going to turn to face the wall behind you. So when you look up, you see the palm of your hands. And then you can touch your thumb to your middle finger. That's going to nourish the fascia and the muscles all the way up through the arm, the top of the shoulder, the neck, into your ear. It's also a really nice hand gesture to help relieve tinnitus. Some of you might feel that one's too uplifting for you, that hand gesture, and you want to touch your thumb to your ring finger. And that's going to nourish your shoulder blades. It's also going to ground you a little bit more in your body. Heavy elbows. Open the arms again. Pinky side of the hands come back together. Squeeze the ball, especially when you open the arms. You move your head again to the right as you open your arms, and then back to center, and then the left. Beautiful, just nourishing back body. And sometimes the thumb wants to touch the pinky and the ring finger, and that leaves the index and the middle finger extended. And this hand gesture helps to expand your breath, so it increases energy in your body. Nice. And then when you're ready, you're just going to let the arms release down, back of the hands on the floor. Some of you might want to release the ball, extend the legs, or bring the soles of the feet, walk them together and open the legs into butterfly. You might want to come out of heart bed. Okay, we're just going to be here for a couple of minutes just to rest and integrate the practice. Take a few breaths out your mouth. Notice how you feel from when we first started the arm sequence. You can feel as we keep doing the sequence, there's also a strengthening aspect that comes in through the arms and the shoulders. As well as that hydration. I'm going to read you a piece of poetry that I'll send with you with the recording. And it's by John O'Donohue. And it's called For One Who is Exhausted. You have traveled too fast over false ground. Now your soul has come to take you back. Take refuge in your senses. Open up. Open up to all the small miracles that you have rushed through. Become inclined to watch the way of rain when it falls slow and free. Imitate the habit of twilight and taking time to open the well of color. As you open to the well of color that fostered the brightness of the day, draw along the silence of stone until its calmness can claim you. Be excessively gentle with yourself. Be excessively gentle with yourself. Just feel a few more breaths. And we're gonna slowly just wiggle the fingers and the toes. Take a awakening stretch up through the arms and down through the legs. You maybe take a yawn. Let any movement come in to awaken. Let the thighs come together. A lot of you are still in heart bed, so you're gonna just roll over to the side. Stay on the heart bed. Use your top arm to press yourself into the floor. Come up to a seated. You can sit cross-legged. You can sit with the legs straight. You can have the knees bent. Sometimes when I come into seated, I've shown you, you might take the hands and sweep them up over the thighs and just lift up over the flesh of the buttocks just to find a little bit more rooting through the sit bones. Palms down, facing forward. Okay, exhale out the mouth. As you press down through your sit bones, reach up out of the crown of the head. Let your arms float up. Remember, you can turn the palms down. Draw that triangle forward. Palms touch. Exhale down through the body, drawing a line in front of your head, heart, hips. And this time, reach up, gather what you need. And as the palms touch, receive it. Open yourself up to receive what it is you need. Do it one more time. And this time, pause your hands as they touch at your heart. Rest your thumbs on your sternum. Bow your head if you choose. Feel your breath. Inhale, exhale. Remember that power of an attention to what is arising for you. The exhale, letting go out the mouth of what's no longer needed. And then the coming back to breathing in and out your nose. feel yourself in this present moment. Feel your body, feel your breath. You might even feel the awareness of your senses. As your eyes open, if they've been closed, your head lifts. Ah, a wonderful day, and thank you so much for being here. They were hard to open the eyes.